Hi, personal finance students. Today is either April 6th or April 7th, depending on what day you're looking at this. So odd block days, we're going April 6th, even block days, going April 7th. And what you're going to do today is in lesson 28. So I'll just take you into that right away here. You're going to start working on an assignment that's going to take you a couple days to complete. All right, I've allotted some extra time for you to do this. It's not a one-day activity. It's going to take you some time. So the first thing you're going to look at, you'll see that this is, it's called choosing a place to rent or finding a place to rent. And you've already told me what city you want to live in. So I've organized you into groups based off of that. And most of you, I got into groups that you're looking at stuff on the same day, but there are a couple of you that I had to, that I already sent messages to. So anyway, each group member is going to find a rental option. And that could be an apartment, a residence hall, or a rental property, all right, that you're interested in renting one of your first years after high school. You can find a mix of options, that's fine. You'll just end up having to pick one that you like afterwards, but you'll still put all of your options into your slideshow. You're going to do a cost analysis for each option. I'm going to show you some examples here. You need to have a picture of each option. Uh, you can use like a school website if you're looking for a residence hall. You'll want to look at the school website and type in like residential life or housing to find links on their website in order to look for those things. But then if you're looking for an apartment or rental home, you can type in like rental properties and then the city that you're living in. Also, I have links to a lot of places in here, like some bigger rental agencies. And so if you want to, you can use these as well. I'm trying to think here. So if you click on Mankato, Minnesota, I know that there's only one of you that signed up to be in Mankato, but anyway, this gives you like it's got a bunch of rental properties. You can choose the number of bedrooms and all that fun stuff, but you can take a look at all sorts of different options here, right? They've got houses. There's also apartments and things like that too. So anyway, I have linked most of these cities to show you some options as well, but otherwise you can do searches on your own. It's going to bring up a lot more options if you do the searching on your own as well. So I do have a template, but I've sent you all um, a those of you who are in groups, right? So the people that are in the Duluth groups are right here, right? And then people Fargo Moorhead groups, St. Cloud group, Mankato, Winona, Bemidji, Minneapolis, St. Paul, right? You know which groups you're in. These are the people who have not been assigned a group yet, all right? Because they did not respond to my Google form last week. So I don't know where you want to live. So you just have to pick one of these cities. Those of you who are what I'm calling free agents, you have to pick one of these cities, and you can either team up with someone else that you see on this list, or if you see someone who's got either 2 or 3 people in a group down here, don't pick a group that's already got 4 people. That's too many. It gets to be too much with 5 people. So if you see a group with 2 or 3 people and you want to add one of these people to your group, totally, that's fine. Just let me know who's going to be adding there. All right. So there are, about 13 of you there that need to join a group still. Outside of that, I'm just going to walk you through a quick example here. So I had 2 people that did a really nice job. Um, you're going to have to do all of these things. This is basically like a checklist for you. Is that first slide that I gave you is called checklist. And so you got to make sure that you have the listing of the apartment or townhome or the residence hall that you're renting. You need to talk about furniture, TV, TV and internet package, bill pay, and then there's going to be like a roommate contract as well that talks about like ground rules and who's going to do which chores, or is it going to rotate? How's that going to work? So the only thing that I need you to do in the first class day is find your options. So for example, Hadley and Louisa did this last semester. And let's say that this was the one that Louisa found. All right. So this could say, instead of apartment number 1, this could say Louisa's option. All right. And she's got the specs on here. She's got different things. And then she also told us, like, how close is this to where she's going to be going to school? All right. And then this could say, instead of choice number 2, this could say Hadley's option, right? And she's got again, the different specs, right? It's on campus, don't need to drive. Here's this stuff, okay? There's a parking pass, bus pass, all the stuff that's included, all right? So this is all that's due before the next class meeting. On Wednesday and Thursday, you're going to do the rest of the slides, all right? But I want you to be able to have a lot of time to find something that you like and put that into your slides, all right? So that's all that I need before next class meeting. After next class meeting, you're going to go into part 2, and that's like the shared furniture, who's going to be bringing what, or are you going to have to pay for those things together and you're going to divide the costs? Who's going to bring different appliances, or are you going to need to buy some things, right? And then you're each going to have probably bedroom furniture. It might be split, if you know what I mean. If you're going to be living in a dorm, you might have things already provided for you, or you might have to bring things depending on what situation you've chosen. All right. There's Luisa's bedroom example. They talk about the internet and television package, what they're going to be doing there, how are costs going to be shared. They talk about whose name's going to be on the bills, and then also like who's going to be purchasing items. They talk about switching every month, stuff like that. They talk about who's going to do which chores and when, and they've got ground rules. These are kind of like things like what they want, what they expect, and then it should have like what time do you usually go to bed and wake up. Outside of that, folks, again, the first day, all that I need is each person in your group to put in their option. All right. And then the second day, you'll kind of vote on that and decide, hey, this is the one we like. And you'll put a star in that on that slide. So that's basically all that I need for the first day. Okay. And then the second day, you'll come up with like who's going to bring what type of furniture do you need to bring, electronics, all that fun stuff. All right. If you have any questions, like always, send me an email.